What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Everyday Guy. If, like me, you've wondered what would happen if Prime, Baywatch, 1995, Jasmine Bleeth, and a flashlight company had a baby, well, wonder no longer. The answer would be the cloud defensive mission configurable handheld. Very rarely do I say this about gear items, but this flashlight is the best EDC tactical flashlight on the market, in my opinion, currently in 2022. We're going to do all the fun stuff, drop tests, beam shots and all those things. We're going to get into what's in the box, and you get a substantial amount of things in the box. Let's kick things off with beam shot. Okay guys, I have the EDC variant, which is the 40,000 candela 1400 lumen option. Your light temperature is between 4 and 5000 degrees Kelvin. It doesn't tell you what the throw is, but in my experience with flashlights, you're looking at around 400 meters. As you can see, it is a nice warm white beam. It's got a very discernible hotspot and a lot of, or sufficient amount of spill. The thing I like about this color, the warm white or natural white color, is it's very easy on the eyes of the user, but still has a lot of disorientating capability on the eyes of the receiver of the beam. Now guys, as you know, I usually do 7 drop tests when it comes to tactical flashlights, but this flashlight, I took it a bit further. I did 10. The reason I did 10 is because this is the most tactical of the EDC flashlights that I've ever reviewed. And I've reviewed a lot of tactical and EDC flashlights. Just go and check out my flashlight review section on my channel. So let's get to those drop tests. So guys, the reason I added a few more drops to the drop test is because this is the kind of light where someone would be carrying that would need to switch to their firearm. This is a very dedicated, tactical, everyday carry flashlight. When I talk about functionality, you'll probably understand this, but it's not far beyond the realm of consideration that someone might transition from this flashlight to their firearm in use, because this is the kind of thing I would imagine law enforcement, even military, would kind of use. Let's talk about functionality. It's very simple. Light press and hold for momentary, full press until click for constant. That is it. This momentary on is one of the best momentary ons I've ever encountered in a flashlight. The switch is a brake pedal style switch. The harder you press it, the more feedback it gives you. It's sort of like steps up to the point where you know it's going to click, and then it clicks. So it's very easy to even strobe with this light and not click the constant on. The best momentary on switch, and what you'll also find is the switch is substantial. It's not a small switch. The switch virtually takes up the entirety of the tail cap. So you have a lot of purchase, and it doesn't have any of those raised edges that a lot of flashlights have. Then it's like raised edges on each side to prevent you from negligently activating. Those things are fine, but when you start wearing thick gloves or even just gloves, they get in the way. What Cloud Defensive has done is what I consider ingenious. When you buy this light, it comes with 3 ND protectors, negligent discharge protectors, that thread into the tail of the light. Now, the way these protectors work, I assume that as you depress the tail switch, it expands outwards, okay? And these protectors thread into the tail of the flashlight to slightly prevent it from expanding outwards, thereby giving you more force feedback into your press. So it's harder to press the button, which means it's less likely you're going to negligently discharge the light. The switch I run, or the ND protector I run, is the smallest of all of them. I find this allows me to interface with the switchback really well. The other two work perfectly with the light's standard clip, which, let me tell you, is the best clip you will get on a flashlight. The standard clip is made by Theorem. Those of you in the tactical community know who Theorem is. They make some of the best clips. They make the Theorem Switchback, which I absolutely love. This is a more deeper concealed pocket clip. It sits all the way till there inside of your pocket. And it does have two lanyard holes if you want to run lanyard. I don't know why you would, given that this is an amazing clip. It's made out of a polymer kind of material. So guys, this is how I run the light with the Theorem Switchback. Now this is the Sage Dynamics edition, because why not? And this is available from the folks over at SA Tactical Institute. Everything you see here is pretty much only available in South Africa by SA Tactical Institute. They bring in your Surefire, Streamlight, Theorem, Cloud Defensive, your real top tier tactical EDC lights. This, by the way, is what that clip looks like without the flashlight inside of it. And that is the ND protector I run. The reason I run this is because it gives me good control. I can still go to constant. If I flick it over, I can still activate the light using the switchback technique, we shall call it. But I won't activate it, or won't be able to press it so hard that it stays on. So I can pretty much only run this in momentary on, which is how I would want it. Let's talk about what you get in the box. So obviously you get your Cloud Defensive MC ×3 negligent discharge Theorem deep concealed pocket Cloud Defensive branded 18650, a Cloud Defensive branded Nightcore battery charger. I shit you not. These guys literally ship their flashlights with a battery charger. That is freaking insane. Never seen that before. I think it's great. Cloud does even tell you who the approved battery manufacturers are if you want to buy a spare battery. Cloud Defensive, Samsung, Panasonic, LG, Sanyo, Sony, and Keep Power. They are very explicit that you should not run CR123 batteries inside here. If you put CR123 batteries inside here, it will literally ruin your... Another thing I do need to mention is I have never noticed step down on this flashlight. It's so pleasing to be able to put the light on and it stays on in that max mode, and it gets warm, but not uncomfortably warm, at least for me. Maybe my fingers are weird or my hand is weird, but I can put this flashlight on and hold it on for quite a while and it doesn't get warm, right? It heats up a little, but the heat management is excellent. Something else I did want to mention that I think is very important to absolutely nobody. This flashlight is submersible down to 100 feet for 24 hours. Okay, I don't know who that matters to. Guys, I think the Cloud Defensive MCH at present is the best EDC tactical handheld flashlight you can get. If you have a firearm that cannot equip a weapon mounted light, this is the light you should be buying. If you are looking for a tactical handheld flashlight, find a reason here in South Africa to spend 4,000 on a flashlight, and this should be that light. It is the best overall package that you can get, in my opinion. Like I said, guys, everything in this video is available from the folks over at SA Tactical Institute. Go and check out their website. I will leave them linked down below. I really appreciate them supporting me and supporting my channel. Guys, that is it. The Cloud Defensive MCH, the best handheld tactical flashlight in 2022 as far as I'm concerned. That's it, guys. Have a good week. Be safe. Train hard. Cheers. God bless.